Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. So we're going to do chapter 5, verse 22 today. So I am feeling a little bit like I can feel my tummy tightening, and I'm just feeling incoherent also right now. I'm not feeling like I can flow. I'm not feeling like I can talk also normally, properly. And I think it's because, this thing that I keep talking about, Raj Bihari Prabhu says there are three things we should serve, not enjoy. We should celebrate other successes, not envy, and we should never blame other people for their suffering, for our suffering. So I think I've been in this enjoying mode. I've been feeling a little bit of I've been in an ego mode a little bit more. And so that suffering is coming along with it, because I've been feeling like, oh, I'm doing so well and this and that and all kinds of things. And I can just, I think I'm being very aware of this, and I think maybe I'm looking for it. So that's why I'm finding it. But I think that's what it is. I'm feeling like, okay, I need to not be in ego mode so much, because it's making me feel so queasy right now. My tummy is I'm feeling very, very queasy. Yeah. Okay. So let's sing verse 5, chapter 5, verse 22 together. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यन्तवन्त कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः. Okay, so an intelligent person does not take part in sources of misery which are due to contact with material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, and so the wise man does not delight in them. This is a very easy, straightforward verse. No, there's no multiple translations possible for this. It's very good also. An intelligent person will not go for anything that's temporary. They will go for what is permanent, and anything material is temporary, and anything permanent is anything eternal is, well, permanent. Okay, so ye hi sansparshaja bhoga, those certainly who by contact with the material senses enjoy, those who enjoy the material senses, contact of material senses, dukkha yonah evate, dukkha is sadness, dukkha yonah, sources of, eva, certainly they are sources of sadness. These, anything that's can be contacted by material senses, are sources of sadness. Adyanta vanta kaunteya, adi in the beginning, ant end. So adyanta vanta, subject to beginning of an end, O son of Kunti. So these things are subject to beginning and end. All of these things that are contacted with the material senses, they are sources of distress, and they are subjected to beginning and end. Na teshu ramate buddha. Never in those does the intelligent person take delight. Never in those, na teshu, does the intelligent person Buddha takes delight. Okay. So the purport of Prabhupada is saying, material senses are temporary because body is temporary. Liberated soul is not interested in anything that's temporary. Knowing well the joys of transcendental pleasures, how can a liberated soul agree to enjoy false pleasure? Why would we want something false when we can have the real deal? The mystics derive unlimited pleasure from the absolute truth, the supreme absolute truth. The Bhagavatam says there is no reason to labor hard for pleasure. While in this human form of life, they are available to pigs. Rather, you should undergo penances in this life. You should be austere, by which your existence would be purified, and then you will be able to enjoy unlimited transcendental bliss. So, don't be afraid of doing penances right now. Don't be afraid of living a difficult life right now, and of being austere, because then what you gain is purification of your heart, which will help you have eternal bliss. Those who are yogis are not attracted by sense pleasures, which are the cause of continuous material existence. The more you are going for sense pleasures, the more you will keep coming back in the cycle of birth and death, because the more karma you'll be accruing. And when you start to give everything up for God, then you stop accruing karma. So then you don't need to come back to fulfill that karma, to discharge that karma. Okay. Swami Mukundanand also says some good things. He says, the mind, which is like a sixth sense, derives pleasure from honor, praise, circumstance, circus, success, etc. That's exactly what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling this queasiness, and I think that's what's because of. All the pleasures of body and mind are known as bhog. So it's not just the body, it's the mind as well, which is like the sixth sense. It's a material enjoyment. It cannot satisfy the soul. Worldly pleasures are finite, and so the more you have, right? You're a millionaire, you want to become a billionaire. You're this, you're that, you're that. You just want more, right? This never ends. I mean, we know that it never ends. Everybody knows that it never ends, yet we keep going after it. It's insanity. When you know that it's endless, why would you keep going after something that you know is never going to give you happiness? Might as well try. Even if you're not sure that it'll give, you get enough to do the basic thing, right? You don't want to be in a place. I mean, there is that pyramid or whatever, right? Once you have met your basic needs, beyond that, you don't get pleasure after that. Beyond that is just it's just this greed for more. I want more. I want more. I want more fame. I want more pleasure. I want more. Just more. It's just, ugh. So when we know that that's the case, once we've met our basic needs, why not try to get something that might take us to transcendental bliss, even if we have not experienced it? If we can put our entire heart and soul into trying that which has a possibility, rather than going after something which we know has zero possibility to give us any pleasure. I mean, it's just such momentary transient blips. Okay. Worldly pleasures are insentient, therefore they continuously decrease. Law of diminishing returns is what he calls it. But bliss of God is sentient. It is Satchidanand, eternal, ever fresh, divine bliss. So we can go on chanting the same divine name of God all day long and relish devotional satisfaction in it. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for this verse. We will do chapter 5 verse 22 in the next video. Wish you a day filled with tons and tons and tons and tons of spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.